What's going on, YouTube? This is Azriel, the one signing on. Hey, listen, couple of things. First off, thank you guys for those who came out to support the first broadcast of Inside My Mind. Was really appreciative, having a few calls come in, expressing their opinions, showing some love and some support. A special shout out goes to, of course, Monty Woodgrain for making it possible for me to have that platform. And another shout out from Tommy Sotomayor. Appreciate you, coming down, showing some love and some support for, somebody trying to get out there and do their own thing. I appreciate it. And of course, to the countless other people who were listening and who actively participated, I want to thank you guys. It means a lot to me. It's a show of encouragement. And we are going to do another broadcast on next Saturday. I moved the time back, so instead of calling in at 8, you guys can call in at 10 o'clock. We will be covering the 1960s in the black community, and we're going to look at some things historically to see where we went wrong, and we're going to look at some social issues, we're going to look at some political issues, we're going to look at some economic issues, and we're going to really pull this stuff out. So I encourage you guys that if you want to get down this conversation, the number to dial is 347-996-9317, 10 o'clock, be there, be square, you know what I mean? Also, before I move off that tangent, I'd really want to hear from the guys that grew up during the baby boomer era, even children of the 60s. So, if you got some knowledge you want to drop, make sure you call in. I want to share that knowledge with the world because it's different insights. I wasn't from the 60s, you friggin' dig. So it means a lot to hear from you guys. So that includes, family, friends, whoever. If y'all within the sound of my voice, you want to hear it, you want to get in on this discussion, make sure you know where to be at 10 o'clock next Saturday. You heard? Now, I want to get into the next thing I got to put out. With school schedules changing, the quality of videos, as you know, when there's a little bit more downtime, videos are going to go up a little bit more. So once I've transitioned out of spring semester into summer session 1, I'm going to try to get out at least 2 or 3 videos a week like I did during the winter break of the previous year. This way you guys have some more content. I am still working with Fordham Law. I need to actually go out and buy the equipment that I need so I can sit down and conduct these interviews, ask these questions. So you guys need to do me a favor. If you have things you want me to ask these lawyers and professors, you need to email me at Azriel, spelled azrael.theshow@gmail.com with your questions, and I will actually read them out over the open. Now, if I can, I will probably try to get it live casted on Hangouts or on live stream. Ustream, I will find a way to get it done. You guys just need to, if you want to be a part of it, let me know. Email me, and I will see what I can make happen. Now, this particular video, I want to put out a reference. In no way am I homophobic. In no way do I have a stance, complete, just utter hatred for anyone who is gay. I do not approve of the homosexual lifestyle. I think I want to make that perfectly clear. Perfectly clear, bluntly honest. I want to be straight with y'all about that because I know there's going to be some people who have a issue with how I express my views. I want to call something out, and I want to be fair about it, and I want to put out for you guys my disclaimer. So if you don't like me hearing certain things come out, what I'm about to say, you probably need to push that back arrow and catch one of my other videos or somebody else's, because I need to call this out, and it's going to get real nasty. Having said all that, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas? I'm sorry, but for real, let's just call it what it is. Y'all claim, and I'm speaking specifically about a lot of these black male YouTubers, a lot of y'all claim that you guys are some hot-blooded, heterosexual American men. But y'all be the same fucking ones to sit down and say to another heterosexual man, call him a nut guzzler, dick rider. He gay. He all got somebody's meat in his mouth. He's sucking dick for views. What the fuck is wrong with you? What heterosexual grown man talks about sucking dick? What heterosexual grown man explicitly and very descriptively lays out homosexual activity. What heterosexual man talks about, judges the appearance of, and pretty much stalks another man that damn much? Who the fuck does that? Let me answer your punk ass. No heterosexual grown man does that shit. A lot of you motherfuckers out here love talking about. Let me put this on the table for some of you slot ass motherfuckers. Y'all gay. Y'all some in the closet motherfuckers that don't really know how to come out. And let me explain something to you, sign of the times. In the sign of these times, it's okay to be in the military and smoke pole. You can have public office and you fuck niggas. You can be gay and own businesses. So I don't understand how you claim to be straight, but you do all this homosexual inferences. And the one thing that I gotta ask you black females, for those of you who are watching, why the fuck you don't call this shit out? And I'm being real with y'all. And I want to pull y'all closer, so y'all need to bring y'all punk ass close for a second. If you sit here and see these brothers making a whole bunch of gay references, shouldn't you scratch your fucking head and wonder, is this man really what he say he is? Because no heterosexual man does that shit. You gotta ask yourself. This man talks about sucking dick vividly. You gotta wonder, has this man actually sucked a dick in his life? Because the only people that should be talking about in vivid detail about how sucking dick works is the ones that are actually doing the dick sucking. The reality is, these motherfuckers describe it better than the chicks who are actually doing it. I'll give you an example about the homosexual behavior that you hear going on in the black community here on YouTube. So no shit, there I was. Friday night, Freestyle Friday. Just came out of church, finished doing my laundry. I called a wood grain show. Now, when you have it, LA's on the line, Quasi's online, the whole crew. Everybody's there. Now, somebody asked, why do y'all keep talking about gay shit? And when you have it, now this is not me sending shots, so LA don't get your panties in a knot. I'm just recounting the story. Now, when you have it, that LA, of course, in description of me, decides to make a homosexual reference and then proceeds to describe the actual act of one man inserting his penis into another man's anus. Now, during that subsequent exchange, I had to revoke this man's man card. Because I'm sorry, y'all motherfuckers cannot be straight and talk about gay sex. Because it's not something you should know anything about. And LA is not the only person who did it. And this is not the first time LA has made those references. But I'm not sitting here trying to send shots at LA. I'm just merely recounting the story. But I want to do it with reference to a bigger picture. Y'all sit here, for real, dead ass, claim y'all straight. But y'all motherfuckers talk about this shit vividly. I'm willing to bet that majority of you would suck another man's dick if given the shot. I mean, we're in a day and age where men can rap about boy pussy. We're in those times. So it shouldn't surprise me that a lot of you motherfuckers out here talk this good shit like you straight. It's promptly pussy. But some of y'all motherfuckers, I begin to wonder, because some of y'all sound like y'all strictly dickly. It is what it is. I'm sorry, but no heterosexual man sits around judging another man's appearance. No heterosexual man describes another man and a lewd, obscene act with another man. And y'all really believe y'all are straight? Seriously? Oh my fucking God, the chickens have come home to roost. Y'all the same motherfuckers that will call a motherfucking out for, shoe shining and sausage buffing. But then y'all the ones that do the actual description of the sausage buffing. And I gotta ask, who does that? See, the problem with you Negroes is that y'all niggas fuck around with niggas more than the bitches fuck around with niggas. Now, I can understand a female talking about this shit because they're the ones that actually do it. Now, whether you do it or you don't do it, hey, that's up to you. I'm not trying to discuss your bedroom habits. And I'm going to be real. I don't have a problem if a person smokes pole. If a dude smokes pole, that's what he like. He like what he like. I can't judge you for it. I don't condone it, but I'm not going to judge you for it. But be real. Seriously. Like, quit your fucking bullshitting. Y'all motherfuckers gotta understand that this homosexual, this homoerotic fantasies you got in your head, nobody wants to hear that shit. No heterosexual man wants to hear that shit anyway. And no heterosexual female, well, okay, let me rephrase that, because there are some heterosexual females I know that will read homoerotic material and be perfectly okay with it. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. That's not the point of this video. But no heterosexual man engages in homoerotic behavior. No heterosexual man discusses homoerotic behavior and still thinks himself straight. Doesn't happen. And y'all want to claim that y'all are really men. What happens is you soft sissy ass Negroes parade yourself up there as being fucking men, and the little boys that come up after you think that this is manly behavior. Let me say that again. For those of you soft sissy ass motherfuckers that do this shit, your sons look at you thinking this is correct behavior. And what happens is, not only does he emulate your bullshit, I'm willing to bet he takes it a step further. Now, you have a problem with what I'm fucking saying? How about you stop making gay references? That shit is just not popping. Nigga, if you like dick, fine. I'm not knocking you. But don't sit up here and perpetrate yourself like you don't. Why commit a fraud? Be real. Men, regardless of what it is, men are men. And you at least would get respected for being straight about it. I'm being real. There's too much pussy out here for y'all to sit around talking about fucking niggas. Seriously? And then you wonder why these black females look at you and they want to fuck with you calling you gay. It's not hard to figure that out when you're talking about homosexual shit. At this point, I can't blame these black women. I can't blame them. When they want to point you out for being a fag, I can't blame them. Because they just call it the way they see it. And most of the time, it wouldn't surprise me if they were spot on. Because what grown man does that? Who does it? Who the fuck does that shit? And why do y'all feel the need to bring that shit up? I can name for you 3 to 4 people on this tube right now that does that shit religiously. Number 1 is Tyrone. Number 1. Man claim he got a wife or he got a girlfriend. I'm not going to discuss his family politics. I'm just not, because that's not appropriate. But that man, every word comes out of his mouth is you choking on somebody's nuts, you nut guzzling, you sucking penis. And that man is straight? Suspect. Clifton. Always judging a man's appearance. Always got something to say about his detractor's appearance. How they ugly this and they ugly that. Really? Last I checked, that's a female trait. Females judge the attractiveness of men, not men. So, again, suspect. I've already mentioned one other person's video by the name of L. But then again, I addressed it on the spot, so you guys can listen to the fucking show, hear it for yourself. Finally, we're going to fill that spot in with trolls, because there's way too many people I could name. And that troll, if you want to put yourself in that spot, you go right ahead. No. Let me not do that. I'm going to name this person. Lessons to Ball. That dude. First thing he says, sucking a nigga dick. And these 4 men, I gotta ask. Well, I'm not gonna ask, because I've already asked that question how many times at length in this video. But I want you people to pay attention. Now remember, I'm not saying names to start a beef. I'm saying names specifically to point out what I have seen in the last 4 fucking months. And I want you people to really sit there and ask this question. Would a heterosexual man talk like this about or to another man? If you say no, then automatically you should conclude that these Negroes are suspect. You should. But to get back to my mainstream argument, it's not normal. It's aberrant for a heterosexual man who believes he's heterosexual to engage in these behaviors. And the point of the matter I'm bringing up is this. This is why black fathers are needed in the home. Now, yeah, some people are just, no matter what you do, whether you got mommy and daddy, you just got daddy, you just got mommy, you're going to be gay. I guess it's in the cards for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can't change that. If it was bound to be that way, it's bound to be that way. Let's just call it what it is. But for the majority of you, this is why black fathers are needed. Because if dad is a strong black man, strong in his stand, hot-blooded American male, don't take no shit from nobody, leads his family, you'd be surprised how many of these sissified Negroes who claim they straight and really ain't will be rock-solid men, hot-blooded American men that don't play them games, who don't talk like that to other men. But we'll never know because, well, you grew up and you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I'm just saying. Let's just call it how I see it. And again, I'm not trying to bash people who are gay. So don't sit there and take this as, oh, he's anti-gay. I don't approve of the homosexual lifestyle. But I'm not going to interfere with your right to be who you are. And that's the truth. Y'all motherfuckers need to understand something. Quit with all this gay shit. Because real men, straight up men, heterosexual men, and this is men of not just black, but all races at this point, they don't do that. Y'all motherfuckers out here on black YouTube with this gay shit just make me fucking sick. And you want to sit up there and claim you straight. When your sweet ass gonna come the fuck out the closet? For real. I think I've said enough about it. I probably will do a part 2 on it because there's so much I want to say and I just ain't got the time to say it right now. So, peace.